Here's one thing it's easy to forget about when you change your strings. Today I'm using the lemon oil from Wax. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking one of my end of the road guitars that are made to look smashed, and it's one that I take to shows, so it hasn't actually been out for about 6 or 7 months, and you can see the fretboard looks really dry. It's in need of care and attention. So the best way to do this, as I'm not actually changing the strings, is to loosen the strings, and I've got this little yellow stretcher which I can put behind the neck and it pulls the strings out of the way. Ideally use your lemon oil when you're changing strings. Now you don't actually have to do it every time you change strings. As you can see, it's really noticeable what bad condition the fretboard's in. It's dry, it's sort of lost its colour, you can see white bits in the grain. What the lemon oil does is it brings the fretboard back to life. It makes the colour richer. It also protects the wood. If your wood's drying out, it's more likely to have problems with it cracking, etc. in the future. Now it depends how often you change your strings, of course. Some people change their strings weekly, some people change their strings once every 2 years. I would suggest doing this at least once or twice a year, but again, you can visually tell the difference. As you can see here, as soon as I've put some on, it's really changed the fretboard. What I like to do is rub it in, following the frets, going up and down, and then going between the frets to make sure that I've really got the lemon oil rubbed in as much as I can, really into the grain. Normally 1 or 2 drops on my cloth will cover 3 or 4 frets. Of course, it depends where you are on the fretboard. Higher up the frets, where they're smaller, you'll probably cover more area. And then I leave it on for a few minutes before going back with a dry cloth and buffing it out. As easy as that. Psychologically, I think playing on a guitar that looks really clean and fresh like this does do something. Even though these guitars are designed to look old and abused, still it's nice to have a good fretboard to play on. Until next time, happy strumming.